Hi everyone, Fragge here, and let's talk about Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. So, if you are familiar with that Club de Nuit, Intense Man, and also Afnan Supremacy, not only intense, those kind of Sen DNA, Aventus DNA basically, or Hachivat DNA, you already kind of have a sort of little bit slight idea how this is going to smell like because it is in the same line, all right. It is in the same kind of scent DNA, but it is different, and the difference is in the white floral. So you already know how Club de Nuit Intense Man or Aventus smells like. The opening is a beautiful pineapple and bergamot combo, right? That bergamot lemon with that apple, and also pineapple, you kind of have a really good fruity combination. And as it dries down, you will also get little bit smokiness from the ambergris, and I would say mainly oak moss. That oak moss kind of give it a little bit smoky feel. Even though it is not a smoky note, for some reason I get little bit of smokiness. But the thing is, it has also white floral like that neroli and also lily. If you are familiar with those kind of fragrance notes, floral notes, you will immediately pick up on that. All right. So the opening is a mixture of that fruitiness and that floral. All right. So that white floral with some smokiness and some fruitiness, that is what you get from this fragrance, and it the scent DNS stays like that throughout the whole journey, even though as it dries down, it becomes little bit woodier and little bit more, smoky. All right, but that fruity tone and that floral tone continues throughout the whole journey. But the thing is that floral touch, it does not overshadows that fruitiness. All right, that floral touch kind of stays in the background, and I don't think you will detect much floral in the air. The only time you will detect that floral note, if you sniff the fragrance on your hand. All right, that floral touch you will get. But the thing is, it is actually heavily compared to Aventus Absolu. I did not sniff that fragrance, so I can't comment on that. But it actually projects really good, like almost 2.5 hours, and it lasts almost 8 to 9 hours. So the performance is really solid, and the price is around $50. So it is a really good deal for a in the same DNA but little bit different twist. But the thing is, it is also being compared to Armaf's Club de Nuit Precieux 1. Alright, so what does this one smell like? It is also heavily compared with that Aventus Absolu, but like I said, I don't know that scent, but I can judge this fragrance based on how this one smells like. So the thing is, in the opening, they are really different. The similarity that you will get from this fragrance, that comes from that fruity nuances, that fruity bergamot combination. That is the main similarity between these two. But it has a lot more going on in the opening. Like in the opening, I think you will get some white floral like this one, but it has some other fruits, I think, kind of tones down that kind of sharpness of pineapple. It has some fruitiness that kind of tones down that sharpness of pineapple, like I am repeating myself. So I think in the fragrantica it is mentioned it has pear on its top note, and I think it might be that. It can also be a little bit of caramelly touch, but it has something that kind of mellow downs that sharp fruitiness of Supremacy Collector Edition. So the opening of this is more pleasant to my nose. I prefer this opening of Presso. I prefer the opening of this over Collector's Edition. But as it dries down, these two becomes more and more similar. It has also that white floral note. You will pick up that white floral note more in Presso. All right, and it has like the standard woodiness from cedar wood, and also it has some I think that patchouli and also little bit oak moss, but that oak moss does not actually push that much like here. Here that smokiness I can sense, but in presso I cannot sense that smokiness from ambergris or oak moss. It does not have any. If even if it has, I can't pick up that oak mossy feel. That mossy feel I can't pick up, but I can sense the patchouli in this fragrance. So that's the main difference. It has the presso. It has a little bit more prominent white floral, little bit more fruity nuances. It has less sharpness, and it has patchouli and woody background. Like the more it dries down, it becomes more patchouli forward and more woody forward fragrance. So and this one becomes more little bit smoky, little bit how do I say it, oak mossy towards the beginning. But the main difference is the price, right? This is 55 ml and it costs almost as $50 or $55, and this is 100 ml and it costs $50. So almost Armaf cost twice as much as collector's edition. So it will be up to you which one you prefer. Even though collector's edition gives you more value, I kind of prefer presso one more. So that's it, and I hope I was able to help you in your buying decision. Thanks.